there's a reason why this is a good move on so many aspects. One aspect is this. Aaron Gordon, of course, we realize Aaron Gordon's been on the Magic for his entire career. And what we've realized is Aaron Gordon is a really good player. He's really good, but he's not a leader. He's not a person. His talents are not good enough to lead a team. He cannot be a team's number one. And honestly, I don't even know if he can be a team's number two and that team be championship bound. But when you put him on a team with the Nikola Jokic, when you put him on a team with the Jamal Murray, when you put him on a team with the pieces that Denver has, he's an incredible piece for them. And while he's not the greatest scorer, he is an athletic big man-ish. I guess you can call him big man, but he plays power forward-ish. He's an athletic big man that can kind of play alongside Nikola Jokic, which is huge. This is also big for Denver because they didn't have to give when you get a player as good as Aaron Gordon. Now, I'm not saying he's a superstar or anything, but when you get a player as good as Aaron Gordon, you're usually going to have to give up someone big. So when I saw that Aaron Gordon went to Denver, I was expecting him to give up a young promising player in Michael Porter Jr., maybe Bol, but they didn't have to give any of that. They gave up like Gary Harris, who the relationship between Harris and Denver, it's kind of been rocky ever since, Gary Harris has dealt with a lot of injury and his improvement hasn't gone how Denver liked, and like a couple draft picks, but I thought that they would have to give up more. They came out really well, getting the player like Aaron Gordon with the pieces that you have. Like, I think Will Barton, they had to give up Will Barton as well, but Aaron Gordon with Nikola Jokic, Jamal Murray, Michael Porter Jr., like that's a really good team. And that team got a whole lot better because Aaron Gordon he isn't like a superstar player, but you adding a piece like Aaron Gordon. The problem with Aaron Gordon is he's been buried in Orlando for so long. People don't really know how good he is. Or people see the dunks, they see the highlights, they see the All-Star game dunk or All-Star weekend dunks, and people think that's all he is. While he does need to improve on his offensive game, Aaron Gordon is still a solid piece, and Denver really did well with getting Aaron Gordon. I don't know if they're good enough to, make it to a championship, but it does give a body that you can throw at an Anthony Davis. You can throw at a LeBron James from time to time. You can throw at a Kawhi Leonard. So it was a really good piece for Denver, getting Aaron Gordon.